Hello, and welcome. God damn it!
A bit of energy.
Okay, let me start over.
This is the last song of the album.
Let me start over. Hello, and welcome to the Break Faith Ferocity album breakdown video, where we're going to be talking about the last song of the album, Ender. I am your host, Mshana Maloa. I'm not even fucking done yet.
That was some intense eye contact.
You said big. Okay, whatever. We're in. Okay, we're talking about Ender today, guys. The last song on the fucking album. Yeah, let's get it. Let's go. So who wrote this shit? You guessed it. It's your boy.
Oh god.
You know what time it is. So yeah, I wrote this shit again. Selfish, I know. So yeah, what inspired the song? This song was written on a train. like
every other song we've ever written.
Every other song. If you see us on a song, if you see us on a train with our phones in our faces,
do not approach us
because we're writing shit. Do you want music? Don't approach us.
Mshana, we're not gonna get approached for a very long time.
We're not gonna get approached, no. So I remember sitting on the train. I think I was on my way to meet you, Ricky, and Ollie. I don't know what it was for. I think we were hanging out or something. And I remember sitting on the train, and it was sunny. And we're like training into London, and sunny. And that made me feel so good and like happy, and I started smiling. And then for some reason I was thinking about how I am my most happiest when I'm smiling. I don't know, that sounds like a weird thing to say. It sounds very weird thing to say, but that was like, I feel like it was an emotion that I was trying to basically put into words, but that's what came out. Then that's what basically birthed the line. What's the line? Shit.
Are you sure you wrote it? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that line. What's the line?
Don't know.
I'm thinking that's the film. Say,
I feel most alive. Control my pace.
I feel most alive.
A smile on my face.
Yeah, I feel. Okay, so the line that came out was, "I feel most alive with a smile on my face." I wrote that. Pressed backspace. It literally came down, and then I went to the top. And then at the time, I think I was listening to Tiny Moving Parts.
Great band.
Lit band. You all should listen to them, but listen to us first because they've got enough listeners.
They're fine.
And the first and like in the moment, I wrote the line. I tend to listen to songs that tear me apart. And it's the songs that like it just basically alludes to whenever you feel trash or you want to feel trasher, even worse about yourself, you listen to songs that you know what I mean, just like songs that
we all do it. Come on, admit it, guys. We know you. And
I was just like, I'm a glutton for that. Like it makes you feel good to feel trash. Like even though you're trying to like make yourself feel better, or like that is recommended, but it just feels even better to just feel worse, you know what I mean? So it was
that's better.
Little inside joke.
It's like you know when you watch Titanic and like what's it, that woman Kate Winslet is floating on that big door.
That woman, and
like DiCaprio dies, and then obviously like the end of the movie, like you have a good cry but like you feel better. Yeah, it's sort of like that.
It was I think for me that the whole song was just about rebirth, like just shedding off everything that makes you feel terrible, and that makes that also just shedding things that make you become less of a better person. Like that song is about just throwing off those chains and just trying really hard and aiming to become a better person or making your life better. I think that's better. That's what that whole song was about. So I was writing that song with the idea of making it really triumphant, really epic and bold and ambitious, and just heavenly and just trying to make it sound like the most motivating shit I have ever heard. That song was a little bit like a love letter to me, myself. I was writing for that setup for me. And then it just hopefully translated to you guys.
For me, like writing the song, obviously Mashana already had the lyrics written, and then Ricky came up with the guitar part, the melody.
Unfortunately,
I think. Yeah. And for me the drums were really, that was one of the songs that I enjoyed writing the most, I think, in terms of drumming, because there was a lot of alternating patterns that I have, starting off with like the 16th notes on the hi-hat, and then going to like this really heavy crash section, and then back to the 16ths, and there's a lot of alternations between 16th, 8th notes and then quarter notes, and I feel like that song Mashana's rolling in his eyes. He can't stand anything musical.
I heard nothing there. I heard jibber jabber and numbers.
I feel, that song was really, really fun to write, just because musically there's a lot of changes, and it's like a catalogue of expression is the way that I would describe it. That is a great phrase. That is making the video.
For sure.
Ricky?
I think when I was writing it and I looked at the lyrics and I was kind of reading through it, it was a song about being happy, and I wanted to write something that just made me smile myself. And that's kind of where I got the inspiration from, trying to play something high and just soaking it and just like reverb and letting it just like jangle around a little bit. And I remember but as soon as I played it, every time I played it, it just made me smile to play. I was like, oh yeah, this just sounds nice. I was just like, yeah. And I remember it was a song that was not really finished when we went into the studio, because it was, but I wasn't happy just yet.
Yeah.
And I remember the bridge was like, it didn't have enough to it, it was too repetitive. And I remember when we were recording it with Haka, I don't know, I think you were in the corner, Ollie, Mashana was sat there with one eye open looking at me, because I was improvising the whole damn thing. I was just like, da 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 da.
Yeah, that was cool.
Da 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 da.
That was sick. That was sick.
Da 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 da. Like, the whole thing was improvised, and Mataka went, "Oh yeah, you got to do all that again now." And I was like, "I don't even know what I did." I was like, I was just playing. He goes, "Well, you?" I said, "Can you just play it back so I can hear what I actually did?" And I have to break it down in sections and redo everything I just played, because I was just playing.
And that section worked really well, because I remember I was replicating what you were doing with the guitar. So the da 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 is what I'm doing on the bass drum as well. The da 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 da.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So it comes together really nicely.
That whole section, I think, the most interesting part for me for the song begins at the bridge. Everything else out like that whole section is so, because we focus. So jumping off from Fog helped us figure out how we were going to basically do like harmonies and choirs and double layer, because we always wanted to have a song that ended with like this choir, this huge like just ensemble of voices. So that section, it was actually kind of tricky and very techy to like put together, because we weren't sure exactly what the choir was going to be singing, or how it was all going to be arranged. So I think what we ended up doing was, I basically, in rehearsal, I figured out, when we were rehearsing, we were playing it, I figured out that I wanted to basically repeat the line, so step out and bloom, and then during the breakdown I kept singing it with different variations, and then we were like, okay, let's have the choir sing that. And then Ricky had this genius idea to go, what if we had you in the song actually like sort of conducting and being like, all right, everybody now. And then the voices come in, and they're all singing, the same melody. That's right. Yeah. That's right. They're all singing the same melody, and then I say, that's better, but try it this way. The second time they sing it, then they harmonize and they just wash over each other, and it was the most beautiful thing I have ever heard. And I
It
think
was so satisfying seeing it come together in the studio as
it
well. 'cause
really was. It really was.
Every time there was just more and more layers.
Mm.
And then even the ending, we need to talk about the ending as well.
Before we jump to the ending,
Yeah.
so that section we had done that, and then it was just a bunch of dudes, and we were like, it needs some flavor. It needs some. It needs some
You needed
sauce.
a bit more me in there for sure, because it was just Mashana at the time.
Less of him. It needed
And when
more
I got in it,
sauce.
it's really good.
Actually, when
Then
Rania
we
got
needed
into
Rania.
it,
Then
well,
Rania got into it, it was like, damn.
so the song was good. Rania made it fucking great. Like,
I know.
Yeah. Rania took it to the next level.
she did.
Yeah.
She literally, because she added just something else to it. Like, I think there's an ad that we ran where I'm teaching her the melody and she can't quite get it, which was great because when she actually, when we recorded it, she would sing the melody, but then change it ever like ridiculously differently, and it just sounded so good. And we're just like,
That was a really cute
record it.
moment. I love that video.
It was
Yeah.
cute. It was adorable.
But I've done fairly well, you know.
Annoying. Let's stop talking about why are you plugging the ad. The ad.
I'm gonna put that ad in. It's a really nice ad. It's not a race.
Oh, it's playing now.
Na na na.
It's not a race.
It's not a race.
It's not a race.
Da da da.
La la la.
You're hearing this? Oh my god, that's amazing. Your brain is wonderful.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so let's jump to the end. So the end, we didn't know how the song was gonna end. We just thought it was just gonna end with
Well,
choirs.
we sort of did, but it's not how we wanted to end an album. Let's say, because originally it was just going to end with the da 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 da, and that would be it. But that didn't really translate into an album ending, if that makes sense. Like that would be great just as a single and as a song, but in terms of finishing
Which
the
could come out.
it
Oh,
could
sure.
come out. But in terms of finishing this whole journey that we had, we wanted it to sort of finish the way it started. And obviously that with Ferocity, there's like a big long intro with the title song Ferocity. So we wanted to sort of bring that back in again, so that when you play it and have the album on repeat, it will just transition back into the first song. So you could have that song on the whole album on infinite loop, and it will just sound fine. So do you want to talk about how, like, what we did with the idea?
To add to what you're saying, when we finally were like, well, let's have Ferocity be the final thing that comes at the end of Ender. For us, it was sort of like a bookmark. Like, this is the end of the book, and it has a different meaning now. At the beginning, it's sort of like it's the beginning of someone who's trying to become a better person and like get rid of their demons and try and figure out their place in the world. All of these themes, and it's packed with all these bits and pieces. But when it comes at the end, it has none of the baggage of the other songs.
What's to come?
Yeah, but because you've already heard those songs,
Yeah.
it's finally you've arrived at the end, but you're hearing
You've
it again.
completed the journey.
Yes, exactly, bro. And it's a whole new meaning now, because now it's not just you alone listening to the album. It's now like a bunch of other people like listening with you, and this sort of like inspired our art direction, like how we basically wanted to communicate ourselves to you guys, the listeners, in the outside world, which was this story of someone on a boat trying to navigate the rocky oceans of life, and this whole theme of water. I think it came from the Miraculous music video. I think that's something that we just sort of got and then just
We
extrapolated.
latched onto.
Yeah, we really love the idea of just reality is too deep to swim in. That's a sick line. That's a fucking lit line, because it hits on so many levels. You can literally sometimes I literally spend days thinking, damn, that's crazy.
Fun fact, with the jumpsuits that we wear for our album and for our live shows, each of us have different lyrics printed on the sides. So for example, mine is "Reality is too deep to swim in," 'cause like Mashana said, it's a sick lyric. But
Mine is
yeah, I
make
feel like-
decisions that scare you half to death.
There you
Ender,
go.
baby.
That's from Ender. And mine is "There's more dirt than gold in here." That's from
Which is
Monsters.
Monsters.
So
So,
I think
yeah.
we really latched onto this idea of wearing our music, not only performing it, but like being embodied in it as like a suit of armor of sorts.
And to add to that, it's like practicing what you preach. Like we don't just want to send out this message and not believe in it ourselves. Like we want to represent what we're talking about. And the album for us, writing it was a journey, and the album itself is a journey. So I feel like when you listen to the first song compared to when you listen to the last song, you're going to be changed. You won't be the same person. I'm telling you.
For sure.
The whole thing is just a journey.
Yeah, and I feel like the listening to the album on Spotify, listen to it, meditate on it, fucking stream that shit. But for sure, if add it to your playlist and then let us know, tag us, and we'll share it, and we'll follow your playlist as well because we want to listen to what you guys listening to. But I would also recommend you watch our album stream, because the album stream condenses all of these ideas into a visual piece that illustrates the story, like the through line that happens within the album. And it just basically just shows you what we're thinking, like what's the story we're trying to communicate.
It's transcendent. That's the word. It's
Yes.
transcendent.
Heck yeah. Yeah. That's what I would recommend. So yes, that is Ender, guys. Wow, we made it at the end. Thank you so much for listening to us. We appreciate it. All the messages that you guys send us on Instagram, letting us know that you dig the music and that you found us, appreciate it. It literally
So
means the
humbling,
world to us.
honestly.
It is so humbling. It just like music that we made and wrote in like a train and like this bedroom is now being listened to you in like Norwich, or it's insane.
all over the world, and to get these messages every
Yeah.
single day from different people is just
Keep-
it's crazy.
Keep them coming.
Crazy.
Let us know what you think. What song is your favorite? Comment. Like
Yeah,
shit.
I'm actually scared.
share
I'm
it
gonna
on
bump into a
Instagram.
fan one day and I'll be like,
One of these days.
But for real, guys, when this whole thing clears up with the world, we're gonna be out. We're gonna be touring. We're gonna start off with the UK, and
and
then the world will
turn
be
up
out.
and we will have drinks with you. We'll hang out. We'll
Yeah,
chill.
yeah.
We'll talk to you.
Just come talk to us. We'll
We're-
share a beer. Share
Exactly.
A beverage.
We have a message to say and to communicate, and you guys sharing it helps us out because our message goes across to other people. We didn't make this music for us. We always say this. We didn't make this for us. We made it for you guys and whoever it is that will listen. So thank you so much for everyone. You guys know who you are. Appreciate it. If you're new, love you, appreciate you. Let us know what you think about us as people. Are we trash? Are we
Oh,
not?
maybe don't let us know how you feel about us. The music's fine, but just not us.
Not us. We're soft people. We have soft hearts. Okay, that's a wrap on Ender. Anything you guys want to say? Last remarks?
Just if you've made it through this far and you've watched every single video,
Well done.
thanks.
There is no cookie at the end of the road.
Yeah.
You're a super fan.
We'll make more
Congratulations.
videos like this in the future. Maybe less about the album. Maybe just us chilling, or I don't know.
We'll just do some random videos, maybe some more Q&As in the future.
Yeah.
Anyway, I need to go to bed. Can we?
Yeah, same. Let's wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Okay. Peace out, guys. Appreciate you. See you in the comments or in the DMs. Keep sliding. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. Anyway, peace.